Hi friends, in this video tutorial we are going to learn how to use jQuery Datatable plugin with Angular JavaScript library and PHP script. After a very long time we have again published video tutorial on Angular JavaScript framework with PHP Code. We have already published some video tutorial on AngularJS. But now we have proceed another video tutorial on Angular JavaScript framework and how to use jQuery Datatable plugin within this framework. Because jQuery Datatables plugin is mostly used to display data on web page in tabular format with extra feature like searching of data, sorting of data, pagination. There are many programmers use Angular JavaScript framework as their front-end web development, so at that time how to use jQuery Datatable plugin with Angular JavaScript. For this reason we have make this video tutorial. So this is our test database and in this we have customer table with 6 table column. In this table we have already inserted data into it, and now we will display this data on web page by using jQuery Datatable plugin in Angular JavaScript framework. And see how can we perform server-side processing with Datatable by using Angular JavaScript and PHP. This is our index.html page, and here we can see some link on header of this page. Here first link is for jQuery JavaScript link. Second link is for Angular JavaScript framework. Third link is for Angular Datatable JavaScript plugin file. Fourth link is for Datatables jQuery file. Fifth link is for Bootstrap style sheet library, and last link is for Datatables Bootstrap style sheet link. This all file you will be get by download source code of this video tutorial. Now we have moved to HTML code part. So for that we have write division tag with attribute like ng app directives is equal to customer app and ng controller directives is equal to customer controller. Here what is ng app directives and what is ng controller directives? Ng app directive tells AngularJS that this is the root element of the AngularJS application. And ng controllers directives that controls the data of AngularJS application, and this is the regular JavaScript objects. Under this tag we have write table with attribute Datatable is equal to ng and data options is equal to vm.data options. Here Datatable is equal to ng, that means you want to use Angular render, so we have to need to add ng value in our Datatable directory, and data is equal to vm.data will print data in this table. Under this table we have write 6 table heading like serial number, customer name, address, city, postal code, country. Now we have moved to write Angular JavaScript code, and here we have write variable app is equal to angular.module method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write customer app which is name of our ng app directive, and in second argument we have write Datatables plugin name in array format. After this we have write app.controller method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write ng controller directive name customer controller. And in second argument we have write function with $scope argument and $HTTP argument. This way we can add controller to our AngularJS code, and that refer to the controller with ng controller directive. In AngularJS with the help of this $HTTP object we can communicate with server by using this $HTTP object. So here we have write $HTTP argument.get method, and under this we have write fetch.php page, so here we have use get method for communicate with server. After this here we have write success callback function. This function has been called if it received data from server with 4 arguments like data, status, headers and config. This function will receive data from server which we can access from this data argument. So here we have write $scope.customers variable is equal to data. So here we have store server data has been stored into this $scope.customers variable. We can fetch data from this $scope argument variable and display under HTML table. So here we have write table row tag with ng repeat directive is equal to customer in customers variable. Here we can fetch data from this customers variable by reference of customer by using ng repeat directive. Under this first we have write table data tag and between this we have write $index variable plus 1. This code will increase value by 1 on every interval. In second table data tag we want to display customer name, so here we have write customer.customer name table column name. In third table data tag we want to display customer address data, so here we have write customer.address table column name. For display city table column data under table, so in fourth table data tag we have write customer.city table column name. In fifth table data tag we want to display postal code table column data, so here we have write customer.postal code table column name. In last table data tag we want to display country table column data, so here we have write customer.country table column name, so on every interval this code will fetch data from $scope customers variable. Now we have moved to write PHP code on fetch.php page, and here first we have write $connect variable is equal to new class with 3 argument. In first argument we have write MySQL host is equal to localhost, database name is equal to test, username set to root and password set to blank. This way we can make database connection in PHP Code. After this we have write $query variable is equal to select star from customer table order by customer read in descending order. This is simple select query. Below this we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare statement, and under this we have write $query variable. This statement will make query for execution. Now we want to execute query, so we have write $statement variable with execute method. This method will execute query. Below this we have write while loop, and under this we have write $row variable is equal to $statement variable with fetch method, and under this we have write class fetch a sock method. Here we have use while loop for fetch data, and under this we have write $statement with fetch method with class fetch a sock which fetch next row data from query execution result and convert into array and store under $row variable. Under this loop we have write $data variable in array format is equal to $row variable, so on every interval while loop code will fetch next row data and convert into array which we have store under $row variable which we have store under $data variable. Now we want to send this data to AngularJS get method in JSON format, so we have write echo statement, and under this we have write JSON encode method with $data variable. This method will convert PHP array to JSON string and send to AngularJS get method. So here our code is ready, so we have check output in browser. friends, here we can see that when page has been loaded into browser, then we can see customer data has been loaded on web page in Jquery Datatable plugin. Here we can easily search table data. Table pagination has been made automatically without write single line of code. If we want to sort table column data, then we can easily sort any table column data. So here we have our Angular JavaScript framework for load MySQL table data on web page by using Jquery Datatable plugin with PHP script. We have already seen how to use Datatables plugin with Jquery and Ajax. Then at that time we have to write lots of line server-side code, but in Angular JavaScript we have to write less line of code. Because here we have Use Angular Datatable plugin for this. By using this plugin we have to write less line of code than when we have used Jquery Datatables plugin with Jquery and Ajax. So if you have Use Angular JavaScript framework and in this framework you want to Jquery Datatables plugin, then you can follow this source in which we have described step by step how to use Jquery Datatables with Angular JavaScript using PHP. If you have any query regarding this video tutorial part, please comment your query in comment box, and if you like this video tutorial, please share with your friends, or even you can also share on social media also. If you want to get more update regarding our video tutorial, please subscribe our YouTube channel for get more update regarding release of future video. Lastly, keep watching our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.